Almost 4 years of doing jiu-jitsu. Have I learned anything? Let's find out.
So, as you guys may or may not know, I in fact do jiu-jitsu. I mean, it is in my name, nicolawood, BJJ, so I feel like it would be pretty obvious. But I do know that a lot of you guys actually came to my channel from a lot of non-jiu-jitsu related stuff, whether it be some of the UFC reactions I've done, on-it videos, challenge videos, you name it. That's honestly what a vast majority of my channel is non-jiu-jitsu related stuff. But my name is nicolawood BJJ, and I have been doing jiu-jitsu for the past 3.5, almost 4 years now. And I've been reflecting on this journey, and I figured why not make a video about it, because there's so much stuff that I have learned, and the impact that jiu-jitsu has had on my life is pretty insane. I don't want to sound like one of these corny people, and I don't want this to be the message of the video, but jiu-jitsu really has impacted my life. Whether it be people just starting out jiu-jitsu, there's so much that you could probably learn from this. Even if you already into jiu-jitsu, you're a little bit more experienced, you could definitely relate to a lot of things I'm going to talk about. And even if you've never done jiu-jitsu or have no intentions of ever doing jiu-jitsu in your life, so much of this stuff bleeds over to regular day-to-day life. That's why I say jiu-jitsu has changed my life. I have so much stuff on this list. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Right away, probably one of the most important things, definitely what I believe to be the foundation of jiu-jitsu, and honestly a lot of other things in life, that is the importance of consistency. You have to be consistent to get better at jiu-jitsu. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the saying or the equation, consistency over time equals results. That is the exact formula literally to get better at jiu-jitsu. If you keep showing up over time consistently with the intent to get better, you will get better. It's almost impossible to not get better. If you're showing up and you get 1% better every single day, or 0.1% better every single day, it's better than not doing anything, because 0 plus 0 equals 0. You're not getting anywhere if you don't do anything. But 0.1 plus 0.1 equals 0.2. The increments may be small, but the compound interest adds up. And once you realize that and you see how this works in honestly every facet of life and everything you do, and building off that, the thing is with jiu-jitsu that is so discouraging is there's no single person walking this planet or has walked this planet, past, present, or future, that has jiu-jitsu figured out, up, down, left, right, completely the full circle. They have it figured out. They know everything in jiu-jitsu. There is no one, and there never will be, because jiu-jitsu is a constant evolving thing. You have to it just keeps growing. So it keeps that growth mindset in you and building more of the discouraging part of jiu-jitsu, because there's not a single person that is walking this planet that will naturally be good at jiu-jitsu. I mean, unless you have like a high-level wrestling background, you have a lot of experience wrestling, it might be a little bit easier for you when you're dealing with white belts and blue belts, but definitely not people that are purple belt all the way up, just simply because if you're at least a purple belt, you've probably been training for what, 4 or 5 years, something like that. So the compound interest and the skill that you have over time is just added up. Your increments are way higher than somebody that just has a wrestling base, if that makes sense. But because you're at such a flipping deficit when you first start out, you just have to keep trying. You have to keep pushing yourself past failure. You're gonna get tapped almost every single roll for probably months when you first start out. And that process teaches you a lot about yourself, because you realize, at least for me, I realized that I had a pretty bad victim's mindset. Like I would just be like, oh, poor me, and then I would catch myself like, wow, I'm really gonna sit here and be like, poor me, I don't want to do this anymore because some dude that's 5'5", 120 pounds is kicking my butt. There was absolutely no reason that this dude should be kicking my butt. And then that's where I get the ego part involved, and they're like, okay, well, my ego is the reason that I'm staying in this. So then I start to understand my ego, when my ego pops up in things, and then I would catch myself like I would be rolling with other people, and I want to go hard and I want to prove things, and then that's where my ego would get me in trouble, because I'm not thinking through situations. And that's probably another massive thing that jiu-jitsu has taught me. You cannot act off impulse, and you can't just react when things happen in jiu-jitsu. Like if someone puts you on your back, as a wrestler, naturally, you don't want to be on your back. Your first instinct is going to be explode. So you're going to give up your back and you're going to get choked out. You have to be very calculated and think through situations step by step. And that bleeds over to so much in life. When things go wrong, don't just react. You have to think, okay, what am I gonna do? And you start working through things, and then you figure things out. This last one that I'm gonna talk about isn't really so much more on the mental side. This is more of like the physical side. You have to take care of your body. I realize the importance of stretching and recovery. Like you've seen me do a lot of the product reviews of like On It stuff, doing cold baths, all kinds of stuff like that, trying to just like recovery things, taking care of my body. Jiu-jitsu is not a very forgiving sport. It's very, very hard on your body, your joints, everything. You're getting your joint. You literally have people trying to like break your joints, choke you out, cranking on your neck. You need to be flexible in order to do jiu-jitsu, or otherwise you're probably gonna be way more injury prone. I wasn't flexible at all. I didn't stretch or anything. I would just like, when I would hop into a workout or I to do any sort of physical activity, I would just hop into it. I wouldn't stretch, I wouldn't warm up. Jiu-Jitsu, if you don't warm up, you're gonna pull a muscle. You're not gonna be very flexible. You're not gonna be able to move because your muscles aren't warmed up. They're not flexible. In Jiu-Jitsu with a lot of flexibility. And then on top of that, you're just gonna get injured because your body's not warmed up. And then that's where the recovery part comes in. Because your body's so beat up after rolling, Jiu-Jitsu is one of the few things that you can go hard, all out every single day. You could literally go 5 days, 7 days a week, 100% all out rolling, sparring if you will, like boxing, kickboxing, any contact, striking kind of combat sport. You can't do that. You'll have CTE and your career will be over by the time you're 25. But because Jiu-Jitsu is something where you can go hard day in and day out, the stretching and the recovery part is so important, and that's when you realize taking care of your body is very important. Because I, at 21, almost 22, my body probably shouldn't be feeling this way, and that's why now I'm starting to get into a lot of different things, whether it be stretching routines, daily stretching routines. That's what you put into your body, recovery. You have to sleep well. You realize when you don't sleep well that your recovery sucks and you feel like crap, and then when you get really good sleep, you realize that, wow, I feel a lot better. I can go on and on for hours about all the different things and rambling. I think these are probably some of those key important things. Definitely, if you guys have done Jiu-Jitsu, you might be able to relate to some of the things I'm talking about. If you're just getting into Jiu-Jitsu, I'm curious to hear where you're at. All in all, I want to hear your guys' thoughts and your opinions on this video. How did you guys enjoy this video? I know it was a little bit all over the place. It was more kind of like an open book, just me talking about my experience. I hope you guys did enjoy this video though. If you guys did, please be sure to drop a like, share this video if you guys know anyone else that enjoy my type of content. Please, please, please send my view their way. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It really means a lot to me, and I'm really trying to grow something out of this channel. That's why I'm consistent. That's why I'm doing the things I'm doing and showing up, trying to build this channel, because it really means that much to me. So the support you guys give me, the subscribe, the comment, the likes, everything, it's free to you guys and it's invaluable to me. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.